Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Grantham Town save here in Football Manager 23 with me, cwattye. It is February as I'm about to start the game and video today, and I have 3 matches for you today. We have league action against Southport, we have an FA Trophy game against Darlington, and then we finish the save at the end of the month. And then finish the video, should I say, not the save. We finished the video at the end of the month with a league game against Spennymoor Town. Without, you know, any dramas or anything occurring in the meantime. So, let's jump in and let's get into the action. Right, so Saturday 1st of February, we have got Southport today, who are 22nd in the league. So I'm expecting quite an easy game today to get us into the swing of things. I've then got a couple of matches to play off camera before we get to that Darlington FA Trophy game. There'll be another couple of matches played off camera, and then we come back for Spennymoor Town, giving you the 3 videos in today's video. And hopefully keep things moving. Unfortunately, I do have to say, right at the beginning of this video, that our FA Cup dreams and hopes have ended. We weren't able to recreate the amazing FA Cup run we had last year. We fell at the 3rd round hurdle. Brentford just demolished us. So, yeah, we're out of the FA Cup. And that's concerning for me, based on the club's current financial situations, shall we say. What I am going to do today, I'm going to give Davis a run as advance forward. I'm going to bring Big Greg Smith, Lee Shaw. I'm going to drop in favour of Lee Shaw. And that would be okay. Ali, please. Deli Ali, can you start, please? I don't like Ben Lloyd as an option. Right, that should be pretty decent. Greg Smith Davis. We've got, obviously, players. We've got a player on trial at the minute as well that we're having a look at. He can't obviously play in the league matches, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And we'll go and give it a go. So, first match of today's video, and it's been obviously a little bit of a... It's been, what, over a week since I recorded the last video, because it was Monaco Grand Prix weekend when I recorded the last video, and we've just had the Spanish Grand Prix week, so a lot has happened in footballing worlds, real and fantasy. A lot has happened, obviously, in this save. You may have noticed we're running Kai Davis as an advanced forward, ladies and gents. He is potentially my solution to the Welsh Michael Owen problem, where Welsh Michael Owen is just not performing for us this season. He's not scoring goals, he's not playing well, he's letting us down badly every time he's on the pitch. We've got a player we had a player in the youth setup who got promoted to the reserves this season. He's performed exceptionally well for the reserves. He's just actually, in January, been the subject of a lot of offers from other clubs. A lot of clubs were being a little bit naughty and were offering him professional contracts for when he turns 18. Basically trying to get him to sign pre-contract deals with them, even though he's currently got a youth contract, or he currently had a youth contract with us. And I feel that is very, very naughty of those clubs. They're basically trying to steal him and basically convincing him to sign an agreement to join them at 18 rather than join us. So I went in and offered him a contract to get him to stay and play for us. And he signed it. So, having given him a big pay rise, I figured we might as well get him in the first team and see if he can actually do a job for us now. He's been doing it for the reserves, so time to get him in the first team and see what he can do. See if he lives up to the hype that the coaching staff have been giving me and telling me. And obviously, it's far better for us to promote a player from within the system than go out and find a player from outside the club and bring him in and all that sort of stuff. If we can lose Welsh Michael Owen and not have to find a replacement because we've already got one here that we've already been paying, hey ho, club saves money and benefits from it. So that is what I'm doing. I'm having a little bit of an experiment today to see if Kai Davis can be a good potential future striker for us. So we're going to play him as advanced forward to start with. Obviously put him in Lee Shaw's position because that's obviously the kind of area where we need backup at the minute. Because obviously Shawry, he can't play 90 minutes every match. Not possible, physically possible. He does need a rest every now and then. We do need to make subs. So if we've got a player that can rotate with Shawry in that advanced forward position, fantastic. He also, on paper, looks like he's got the statistics. And especially if he keeps growing over the next couple of years, he could also be a very good target forward as well. He could drop into that target forward position as well. And that would be even better, because if he can play in either of those two front roles for us, it gives me options. But at the minute, he's delivering a 6.5 performance, which is not great. But he is pulling double duty, because he is still playing for the reserves. And playing 90 minutes for the reserves. So, he could be a little bit jet lagged. Because he's probably playing more football than anybody at the club at the minute if he's playing for the reserves every week and also the first team twice a week. And doing all the, obviously, training with the first team as well. In our brand new training facilities that have now officially been opened. The 1.2 million new training facilities that the board have opened up for us. Built for us, which have spent all our money, and the training facilities that have opened are only rated as good. Not great, not exceptional, not state of the art, they're just good. Not sure how to feel about that one. But Kai Davis has now scored, ladies and gents. So, already, he's looking a lot better than... Oh, Big Greg's injured. Oh, no. Well, this is a chance then to try. Let's swap Kai Davis into target forward. Let's bring on Lee for the experience up front. And we'll see if Kai Davis can play target forward for us. Because he's a big kid. He's a big 17-year-old kid. He's got height. He might not be physically, you know, developed for that kind of role. He needs to hit the gym a bit when he's obviously a little bit older. I mean, I wouldn't ask him to hit the gym now. Because at 17, obviously, his body is still changing and maturing. And in fact, certain parts of the human body do not finish growing and maturing until you reach about 22 years of age. So you've got to be very careful with what kind of physical activity and exercise and stuff you're doing, so you don't cause yourself any potential long-term harm. So yeah, I'm not gonna break him by telling him he needs to hit the gym and start working on his strength and endurance and stuff. No, we're going to tread very carefully and let the experts and the medical people, the physios, the sports scientists at the club, we're going to let them handle that kind of stuff, because you have to be careful with young players. You know, we've learnt a lot over the years, recent years, that we didn't know about years and years ago. And maybe there would be players from the past who would have had slightly better careers and slightly longer careers if you know, clubs had got the knowledge now that they have now. You know, we're going to put Horsfield on. No, that's wrong. I've made the wrong substitution there. Right, we're going to bring Cabango on for Boyle. I'm going to bring Ben Lloyd on for Rogers, because he's not really done anything. Matthew Smith can come on for Tilson. Denver Hume can come on for Brian. And that is the extent of the subs. It might be a case of we don't actually do much more today. 3-0. The team are quite happy probably with that, and we'll probably sit on 3-0 win at home to Southport.
Nice expansive start.
Obviously, I'll be keen to know what's happened to Greg, find out how badly hurt he is, and what the injury is for Greg. There's Rogers, goal. So just as he's about to come off, he scores.
Look, that's
always the same. Do you want to go ahead and proceed with these tactical changes since the goal? Yes, I do. Because one goal doesn't convince me that he's doing enough. He's done nothing before that. So yes, we will go and make the tactical changes. And Horsfield's injured too. Great. Just come on, and he's done himself an injury.
Against the crossbar. Whipped in. He's on the move. It's come through. And he just whacks it away.
Referee! You got absolutely nailed in the back there, in the box, and you've done nothing. No free kick, no penalty. Go on, Lloydie. I tell you what, criminal. Referee. Player gets absolutely nailed in the back, and you don't do anything. Well, looks like match over at 3-0. We can only take... Oh, I'm getting all tangled up in my headphone cables. Oh, I've pulled them out of the headphones again. Bloody things. I really should get some wireless ones. One day, maybe. Good win for us, boys. Now we need to check what the injury situation is for Greg. Hopefully nothing too major. Because, yeah, FA Trophy game coming up in a fortnight. We need him fit for that. Because that's the only competition we've got left this season. It's the only cup competition we're in. Now, we're out of the FA Cup. We're not involved in any regional or county level competitions anymore. So, yeah, very strange one. Let's go and see. Come on, Greg. Where's Greg's injury? 12 and 14 days, pulled ankle ligaments. That's not too bad. And Horsfeld has got a tight groin, 1 to 2 days. That's fine. That's fine. Send the assistant. Grantham Reserves won over Dunkirk 7-3. Good bunch of players playing in that one. Greg had a good game before his injury. Right, I'm going to plough on, ladies and gents, and bring you back for the FA Trophy game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm just about to confirm a signing of a player. The guy we had on trial, we've offered him a contract to the end of the season, £150 a week, a little bit of money. He's not terribly expensive. He's happy to be a fringe player. He gives us options in central midfield, a little bit of depth, a little bit of cover. So why not? We also have two players currently involved in transfers out of the club. Ben Watt for possibly 49k, and Ryan Loft, a striker, who could potentially be leaving for 16, nearly 17k, who we haven't really used at all this season. He's surplus to requirements, in all honesty. So why not? If we can get 17 grand for a player we sign for free. I'm going to offer you the chance to play midfield centre in a deep lying playmaker position, please. On support. We're going to ask Horsfield to let him settle in. That'll be good. Greg's back for fitness as well, because we got the FA Trophy game today, ladies and gents. We're playing Darlington away. And yeah, things are looking pretty good. Greg Smith is on the bench for this one. You know what? I'm going to bring new lad on. We might have to give him a squad number, but that's not a problem. Davis is still playing as target forward, and things have been going well. I'm happy with that. Right, Leighton Clarkson, you need a squad number. You can be number 20. How's that? Easy enough. 17 is an odd number that I can't really figure out who to give that to. What type of player should play as a number 17? I don't really know. But anyway, let's go get this FA Trophy game sorted out and hopefully book ourselves a place in the quarter-final. And obviously continue our excellent defence of the FA Trophy that we've now won on 2 occasions, ladies and gents. So we're going for the hat-trick this year of FA Trophies. And I'm really looking forward to that. And hopefully if we can win it next year as well, do the quadruple, we'll probably be one of the most successful clubs in the history of the FA Trophy, won't we? There aren't that many teams that have won it multiple times, I don't think.
Retain possession, looking sharp there. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here.
Oh, that's a penalty. That's a penalty, and sure he's going to step up to that and say thank you very much. Let me bang this one away, and I'll have another goal for my tally this season.
There it is.
Excellent one there, Shorey. Composure. Unflappable. 48th goal of the season for Lee Shaw in all competitions. Yeah, the boy just does a job. He just does a job very well. Very steady. Doesn't give me any hassle. He's not one of them players that gives you headaches and anything. He just goes about his business very quietly. And honestly, he's a joy to have at the club. In fact, to be fair, most of these, pretty much all the squad is a joy to have at the club. Because none of these players come to me and give me grief and hassle and problems and complaints like when I've managed Premier League clubs in other saves.
Bright approach, isn't it?
It's so easy to manage these players because they're just happy to do whatever I tell them, and they go with it. They trust me. You know? Oh, that was okay, Shorey. First shot against the post and then banged away the rebound.
Yet another goal in an awesome performance. playing their way through. It's across the face at pace. It's opened up for him.
So yeah, I'm selling a couple of players. There's a reason for that. Finances, not great, obviously, being the main cause of it. Wanting to drop the wanting to drop the wage bill a bit as well is another reason. And primarily, obviously, with the board having invested in and built this brand new training complex facility for the club, we have got a bit of a problem. In that, obviously, we've hemorrhaged a lot of money. We spent a lot of money. We're losing money this season, every month. We've not had a profitable month this season, so money continues to dwindle. And I feel perhaps, just perhaps, that the rapid back-to-back promotions that we've had have meant that, as a club, we're playing at a level that basically our income hasn't caught up with. Basically, our income is below the level that we're playing at, and the expenses that we're playing at. And
he's managed to get to it.
We need to sort that out. So I'm thinking that next season we need to maybe save cash. I need to save cash. So I'm already thinking that players with contracts that are expiring this season will not be renewed, and I may not sign any new ones. I might have to pause in a second. Okay, sorry about that little interruption there. Just had to book in for my pulmonary rehabilitation assessment. I didn't think that was going to be starting until the end of the summer, but apparently they've got some vacancies early, so they can fit me in. Starting, I think, end of this month, beginning of next month. So I've got to go to Ancaster one day and do my assessment, and then I'll have 2 days a week doing rehab again. Hopefully get a bit fitter. Lung-wise, chest-wise. I still won't be able to play football or do anything massively athletic and stuff. But, you know, it would be nicer just to be able to breathe a little bit better when doing normal day-to-day things. You know? Right. Yeah, we're just going to kick off again then. So we are currently 3-0 up. And the boys have scored. Dory and Davis. Davis has had 2 disallowed. Bit of a shame.
Decides to play it back. Hit long and direct.
Because he would have been on a hat-trick else. But he's definitely... Like I say, he's playing his target forward at the minute. Which Welsh Michael Owen can't. Because my Welsh Michael Owen isn't tall enough and physical enough for that role. So already I'm thinking Kai Davis is a lot more useful to me. And having come through our youth system, he's not cost us a penny. You know? So he's fantastic. 17 as well, which means we've got plenty of years ahead of him. And he's a good lad. But saying that, I am actually going to give him a switch. Also going to bring the new guy on. Just have a bit of a rotation here of some players. The defence is okay. I'm happy with the defence. Gilson can come on for Smith. And that's kind of where I'm happy. 20 minutes for these boys. That big Greg. Get a few minutes under his belt because he's just had a couple of weeks out with injury, hasn't he? With those ankle ligament problems. Might be in contention for a starting appearance in the next game against Spennymoor then. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? To have him back for that one. Oh, they've got a goal. And that was a bit unlucky because the keeper dived for the initial shot, but it got blocked by the initial player, and then he put it in the opposite side where the keeper wasn't. So that was a little bit unlucky on the goalie there. I'm not going to blame the goalie for that one. He was diving to cover off the initial shot.
Being rather cagey here, certainly adds to the prospect here. Decent ball. Into space, lovely close control.
Shorey's in again. 50th goal of the season for Shorey. And that's his hat-trick, because I don't think anybody else scored but him. Well, Davis scored, didn't he? Got one goal, so I think that's Shorey's hat-trick.
Retain possession, it's into a good position.
Possibly.
He's got himself an absolute peach.
Yeah, hat-trick hero. Please, Shaw. Again, he's just on the line of the defence, on that. He's right on the shoulder of the last man all the time. Just knows where to position himself. He knows when to make his run. And the midfielders know. They can play the ball and he will be there. He'll get on the end of it.
Oh, good ball. Gets onto it.
Oh, overhit there, Lloydie.
With a cross.
That's him, Greg Smith. He's racked up 50 of the season, so him and Shorey are now tied on 50 goals apiece. I'll tell you what, that's nice, isn't it? Hey, having
very much the player in form.
your two strikers banging in 100 goals between them. 100 goals scored in one season just by the two forwards, not counting any other player in the team. Nice to have. There's a lot of clubs that would give anything, I think, to have a 100-goal partnership. 100-goal partnership up front.
Keep it here. From behind. Keep hold of it here.
But like I say, it works at this level. It won't work once we reach proper football league. A proper football league, all these players that we see on this pitch become obsolete. They do. Sadly, it's fact.
Try and make an impression here once more.
That's why I'm really hoping the youth team comes through with some players, because we might need them.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many.
It's fine the first couple of years in League Two, we might need some good youth players.
Seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Goal!
There's a goal!
Shorey boy.
Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. It's been found.
New boy's done well as well. Clarkson, he's come in. Second half substitute, played what? 25 minutes? 30 minutes? 7.0 rating on his debut.
Promising build-up.
Pretty steady. First match with the first team. Obviously, he's not been able to play with any of these players before today. He's trained with us, and he's done some he's played an under-21s game, I think, and an under-18s game. Yeah, to come in and
Not so much sophistication as
slot into that midfield position. Pretty good going. He can also play defensive midfield or attacking midfield, so very handy little player to have as a fringe player, really. And like I say, he's only costing me £100 a week, which is a lot cheaper than a lot of the players in the squad. Hence why I'm trying to sell a couple. Right, we will go forward again then in time, and I'll see you back here for the Spennymoor Town League game in a moment. Right then, ladies and gents, it is Spennymoor Town League match today. They are 7th in the league, so should give us a nice little game. We have completed the sales of 2 players, ladies and gents. Ryan Loft and Ben Watt have gone off on their respective transfer deals. That means we're still at a loss for this month and a huge loss for the season. Our overall balance is at 151,357. Our monthly expenditure is quite high. We've got to sort that out. I've got to address that. Obviously, we'll be better off next season without the loans. But yeah, some of these wages would be better off if they were in the 150, 200 quid a week bracket. We may have gone a little bit overboard on some of these wages. And I need to sort that out because our income hasn't caught up with our expenditure. Which is a problem at this level of football. You want to be competitive, you want to make progress, but at the same time, if you haven't got the money coming in and the investment coming in, it's a problem balancing everything. Right. Greggy. Do we go with Greggy? Or do we stay as we are? I think we stay as we are with a team that's been performing quite well. Greg's still not quite up to full fitness. Physio says 75 minutes max. So I think he's still going to be substitute on rather than being subbed off. Better to bring him on second half kind of thing. When the other team's a little bit leggy and a bit worn out. But we have got some good, like I say, good chance here. We've also had the FA Trophy quarter-final draw take place. We have drawn Harrogate at home, which is taking place in March. So that will be in the next video, ladies and gents. I will be doing a March video. I'll be recording the March video straight after this video. So I will be in the same attire. I'm not a mucky individual, it's just I'll be recording it all in the same day. Rather than on separate days. And I won't be doing no live streaming in between. So we're going to have February and we're going to have a March video. I'll then decide what to do about April. I might stream April. I don't know. And then come back for the end of season, May, wrap up type of video thing, which I did last season, which might work better. That might be a good thing. There's Ben Lloyd. Excellent there, Lloydie. So yeah, it's nice to sell 2 players. I've also got a couple of others transfer listed, I think. Ryan Huddart, I think the reserve goalie, I think I've got him transfer listed. And there's a couple of players in the reserves, I think Tyree Wilson, Mitchell Henry, I think they've been transfer listed for a while. We just haven't had any offers for them, which is a bit of a pity. But yeah, I'm obviously going to be paying massive attention to the youth intake this year. Because it may be a case that the players in the under-21 squad at the minute become my reserves for next season. The players currently in the under-18s become the under-21 squad. And obviously the new youth intake become my under-18s. That's maybe how I flesh out those 3 squads. In which case, there are a lot of senior players, shall we say, who can be pushed out the door, and we can save some pennies. And like I say, hopefully, playing at Vanarama National League, our income is significantly better. If we can have another a year where we can actually make a profit, that would be nice. If we could have a couple of years where we make a profit, that would be fantastic. You know?
Played out to the right.
The last thing I would like to see us happen is us become a football league club and us have no money and go straight into administration. Because that would be a disaster.
What are his options?
So, yeah. May have to put the brakes on.
Now then.
Promotion for a bit. That's going to be a penalty.
Whistle's gone, that's
Referee.
foul.
And that's...
He cannot afford to miss this.
That could have been a card, I think, ref. Because he's denied Shorey a goal-scoring chance there because he was straight through the middle. I know it wasn't clear last man because the defence was pretty much all in a line, but still, you've denied Shorey a clear goal-scoring opportunity there with that tackle from behind. I mean, obviously, he's banged penalty away, but, you know, there was an option to have Spenny Moore reduced to 10 men. We want to see it happen. Don't we? You know? But I think we've definitely learned in this video, in this half an hour or so, that Kai Davis is the answer to my problem, my Welsh Michael Owen issue. We can let Welsh Michael Owen go back to Shrewsbury at the end of the year and say, it's been a nice adventure these last 2 seasons, you're a nice lad, you're just not good enough. And we'll stick with homegrown Kai Davis. Maybe that's a good omen as well, because obviously Shorey's one of our own. Greg's one of our own.
Keeper's ball.
Oh, Kai Davis, one of our own.
Will be feeling mightily relieved now. They were really saved by some poor
Perhaps
finishing
our
and
best players are all locally produced.
Tackle was clean.
Players that know the club and care about the club and have a passion and you know, a love for the club.
Forced to go back.
That's what we want.
Plenty waiting in the middle.
Ooh.
He's hit the bar.
They just got a little bit more aggressive towards the end of that half, didn't they? They had the kind of run of things towards the end of that first half. Don't let your performance drop. Individuals. You. Motivate him. Get him focused. People management, that's what it is. Man management at times.
Whipped in. Well read.
You know, might be time soon to introduce the Greg. I mean, Davis has played reasonably well.
He's given away possession cheaply.
He's getting a little bit tired though.
Through his frame at it.
Might be time. Tida Mengi's also about spent in defence. We might want to bring Bingo Banga Bongo on.
In it comes.
Rogers. Oh, okay. Goalie made a mess of that and got away with it. In fact, Bernard also needs to be replaced. So, let's have a look. Who we got on the bench? We got Tyler. Have we got Bingo Banga Bongo on the bench? We haven't got Bongo on the bench. Ah. Okay. That's a bit of a worry. We do have Welsh Michael Owen who can come on for Shorey. We have Greg Smith who can come on for Davis. He can come on for Delhi. Just going to switch those two. I mean, Joe Bryan's done as well, so we're going to need to make that change. I didn't realise we didn't have any central defenders picked, because I would have dropped Foster. I would.
Excellent challenge.
I really need to pay more attention to who the assistant manager is recommending in the starting lineup for these games. Because Cabango should have been there.
Good purposeful running.
Unless he's injured and I didn't notice. Or he's suspended and I didn't notice. And he maybe wasn't eligible to play. That could be the case. He may be on a 2 yellow card situation. He could well be.
Here's the delivery.
There's Greg.
Just off target.
Missed the target.
He's lost the ball there. Great tackle. Oh, it's a big tussle for possession.
Welsh Michael Owen. This is about the first time we've seen him. I haven't used him this month. This is his first appearance in February. There's Greg. Doing what Greg does.
Everyone else now. He already knew what he was going to do when the ball was on his way. It was a pleasure to watch him
into the area. He's got himself an absolute peach.
That puts us a little bit, gives us a bit of breathing room now. 3-0 should be result, shouldn't it? We shouldn't lose at 3-0.
He's having a look.
That should be 3 points in the bag. We have clinched playoffs at a minimum this year. There's Wilkes coming in on the far post.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Sweating.
Yeah, we've come on in. Well done, boys.
Great exchange. Better in possession. Terrific contest. A real test of resolve. Looking for the runner. Now then.
Wilksy. Owen.
Keeping. Got that exactly right.
This defence just can't get set to deal with it. I think deserved a better outcome than what we saw.
There is still work to be done. Couldn't do a whole lot with it there. Takes a look up. Crosses it in.
Welsh Michael Owen.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Just can't. He just ain't delivering this year, is he? For whatever reason, he's just not hitting the target. He's just misfiring all the time. Hitting the post. Hitting the crossbar. You know, something just hasn't clicked for him this year like it did previously.
Positive momentum.
Don't really know what to say about that, because he's been coached by great coaches, or good coaches, that everyone else is being coached by.
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through.
Must just be on him. Must be on him as a person. He's just not mentally the same last year. Last year he was maybe trying to prove something, prove a point, and this year he thinks, I've made it. Maybe bit of complacency, who knows. But we finished the month with 3 points in the league. That's good going, very good going. So then, folks, we have had a good February. Like I say, we've got rid of a couple of 2 players. Signed a very cheap midfield player to give us a bit of cover. Yeah. Don't really know what else to say. We're going to come back then. I'm going to bring you guys back for a video in March. We're going to do March next. And there are some matches in March that obviously will be good to look at. We're probably going to start with Scunthorpe at home in the league. We've then got the game against Harrogate in the FA Trophy quarter-final, which is the middle of the month. And then we can finish March with a nice game against AFC Telford at home in the league. So again, kind of like I've done this month, we'll do 2 league games, 1 FA Trophy game. That'll take us up to the beginning of April. I think there's about 7 games in total in March. So there's a few more games than there was in February, because obviously you've got the extra couple of days. But we'll do 3 matches again in the next video. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this one. Hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you in a couple of days' time with the next video, which I'm going to record in a few minutes. Cheerio for now, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe.